Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We are going to get started here in just a minute. I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. When you do this, you're going to receive all my notifications here. You get all my lives, all my uploads immediately, and you won't miss a thing. Also, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot, and we're going to get started here for a couples reading. We are kind of on the brink of a new couple thing. So I feel like there's a new couple or there's not a new couple. We're going to decide. But we are going to do a tarot card reading for Rashami and Umar Riaz. I hope I say, if I don't say their names right, I'm so sorry. Also, before we get started, share, like, and follow on all your social media platforms, as well as go check out all of my social media platforms in the description box. All right, we are going to get started. I'm going to read these cards. And when I read these cards, I'm going to read them exactly what they are, okay? I can't make things up because, again, there's a lot of information that comes from the cards, but there's a lot of intuition that may differ from other tarot readers, which is totally fine. Okay. I do not favor one or the other. I'm not biased at all in these readings, only again, because I don't actually know about these specific people from Big Boss. I have not watched the show. I will not watch the show because I like to not know, because it helps to kind of just not form an opinion, if that makes sense. So no worries. I'm not on anybody's team, but I am team whoever's doing really good. So whoever's fancy today, I'll be team them. All right. So this has been a request from several different people. I do know that show just started because I did a reading with Shnaz Gill. And in her reading, it was kind of explaining that she was going back into the Big Boss house. She was going back to work, though, and it was talking about how she was pretty much ready, physically and spiritually. But she also apparently was, kind of stressed out about it. It's pretty stressful going into that kind of work, I'm sure, especially being around a bunch of people after you kind of been, hiding away or cooped up or whatnot. Okay, so we're going to talk about our people first. We got Rashami Desia. She is, let's see, born August 4th, 1986. Let me see, where's her stuff at? Well, I thought I was going to. Hold on. I did do a few readings on her too. I did kind of an update on her job and her relationship, her life. That was just like a couple weeks ago. So if you need to go check that out, go check it out. She's 33 years old. She's a model, actress, and dancer. She's in a lot of Bollywood movies and as well as Big Boss. Indian is her nationality. She's an Aquarius. She's from India. Gujarta. I probably butchered it. I know. The only great thing about this is that I don't know who they are. So I cannot favor one or the other. So that is it. Pretty exciting in its own self. Let's see. Okay, so let's move on to Umar. Umar is a Capricorn, I believe. Yeah. So he's a Capricorn. He's from India. And he was on Big Boss, or he is on Big Boss. I think they're still in the house right now. I'm pretty sure. Again, if I'm not right, that's fine. I don't watch them. So this is just making this so much better with me not being biased. All right. So anyway, he's an actor. He's pretty rich. And I think that he is the brother of, where on earth? Let's see. The other one. I know that he's got to be the brother of him. Okay. Is he the brother to the one who passed away? Because if so, yes. Okay, so he's the brother to Asim Riaz. No, he's not. Okay. Manpri, if you want to share this in any of the state areas where you know that people like those readings, please share this so that we can get all your biggest fans in here. All right, we are going to do just kind of a love reading, kind of going overall how they feel about each other, what's kind of going on. Everybody's really wanting to know. And again, I don't watch this, so I don't really know what's going on. But we are going to find out some stuff about them. No, they're not a couple. I didn't think they were a couple, but I do know that there's a lot of gossip. So I knew that that would probably pull people in on the thumbnail. But we're going to find out what's going on. There's gossip. I can see it. I can see it on the Googles. I didn't press go. I was just like, new couple. All right, we're going to find out each of their current feelings and kind of feel and vibe out the connection between the two, the energy between the two of them. How strong is the relationship? How weak is the relationship? Kind of why they were brought into this relationship and just kind of the things that are surrounding it, okay? Okay. Last one. Let's get a good reading on this. All right, so we are going to find out their thoughts and feelings on this situation immediately, straight out the gate. We have Capricorn. Oh, what did I do? Earth sign. What is she? What did I say she was? Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, Aquarius and Capricorn. Whew. That would be something. All right, we got a Four of Cups that is upright, the Chariot in reverse, Ten of Pentacles that is upright, Two of Swords that is also upright. Okay. So Capricorn, he feels like it's almost like he doesn't need to know the truth about all of the things that are about her specifically. So his thoughts are just, he sees everything. But he just doesn't care. Like it's a very weird energy. It's almost like he's like oblivious, even if she did have a little crush, say she liked him or whatever, like he would be none the wiser. Okay. It's just not like that. Yeah, his thoughts are just the choices and decisions within that he knew immediately. Okay, so even if this was a question or something came up on his mind as far as dealing with Rashami, like that's just not something he was aware or even delving into. Yeah, so she's doing some inner work right now. So her thoughts are very much on her own self. She's doing like a lot of reflection work or trying to get into a place where she's feeling almost like nothing is missing here. Okay. So that's the inner work. She doesn't want any of the truth. She doesn't want any of the good or the bad missing. She wants to see the full picture 24/7. So that is something that she's really working on because that is something that she hasn't been super great at in the past. Okay. So she wants to see every single fucking aspect. She wants to see every piece of information here, because that's just something that she's working on currently as far as her inner work while she's there. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, so emotionally, she's not going to be forcing a commitment here. It's not time for her to love, and she's very, very, very aware of that. And this energy is just indicating that she's not going to like rush into anything. Again, this is just confirming that Four of Cups card, just confirming the fact that yes, this is a lot of inner work. She's doing a lot of like yoga. She's doing her personal mental practices. So like that's yoga. As long as it's a habit every day, that's something that she's trying to create right here. Okay. And it's just not time for love. So they're not even focused on each other at all. He's got a good life. He's got a lot of wealth. He's got a lot of security. He's extremely stable. He's not going to fuck that up. Okay. So his decision making has nothing to do with anybody but himself. He's secure, he's stable, he's grounded, he's ready for this new start, ready for, the ending to come up. So that's just something kind of he's focusing on, because there is something coming up that is ending. And that's probably what he is doing for work, or, maybe just moving on to the next phase of his life. Okay. Where are those at? Yeah, so she just focused on that structure, building some type of stability within her habits, okay? So that is a really good thing. And emotionally, she's just reflecting, just kind of making sure to not challenge that or not force anything here. All right, so the intentions when first meeting each other. We have our King of Cups that is upright, as well as our Nine of Cups that is upright. So they're definitely in a friendship. There's definitely a relationship here. It does not mean that they are a new couple. It just means that they are friends, and this relationship is probably either, so far, it has a lot to do with communication. It has a lot to do with work, okay? So, which I feel like we all kind of knew that. So the intention here is she's going to keep her thoughts to herself in this situation. In this relationship, she's not going to be getting into being emotional. She's not going to be an idiot of sorts. She's not getting into a place where she has to get fucking angry, because she's emotionally, again, this is confirming, she's doing her yoga practices. So she's doing her mental and emotional work, trying to really grab at that habit, just get into that sort of place. So she's not trying to get into a space where she's communicating in an angry way with this person. That is not her intention here. But she is very masculine, energy wise right now. So it's not that it's a man energy or anything like that. She's just got a masculine. So she's very almost like in armor. She's like ready. She's like prepared. She's just very, she's not fucking around. And she's very much like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm going to get into this place and I'm going to do reflection work, inner work. That's what I'm going to do. And that's it. And then that masculinity is kind of like blocking off any other energies from grabbing at her at the moment. Yeah, so he feels like he's just winning here. So as far as like intention, he's just trying to get into a really accomplished place. But this relationship, again, it's just not really coming up for me with him. And he's in a place where he's getting what he wants. And he definitely feels like this relationship is going to work out. As far as like what he needs it for. Okay. So the intention that he has is that this is going to work out. This is going to be a confident relationship. And as far as relationship, it's a friendship, a business thing. Okay. And he's very confident in the back and forthness of this relationship and whatever is involved in it. And this is either, I feel like, and that's all that will, because it's almost not even almost over, but they're almost at a point where he won't even need it anymore. Okay. And he communicates with her and they communicate in a really pretty good way here. Yeah. I don't see it bad at all. Yeah. I haven't even, again, like I don't watch them, and I don't for a reason. Like I was going to check them out one day and I'm like, no, like I just really like to just not. Just like something about it. I just feel like I shouldn't. All right. We got Hangman that is in reverse. Our Nine of Swords that is in reverse style. So she feels like he definitely needs to let go of some control, or just kind of, she wishes he would just see things to see it. She feels like, there's always something in it for him, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's that control that he has That's intuitive, okay? That's something that he will never fucking not have. He just does it. That's something that moves him forward in life, okay? Gets him into a place of accomplishment, gets him into the, confirming that it gets him into a place where, his wishes do come true because he's in a place where there's a lot of security, where his accomplishments are they're not far off. So he does get to his completions. He gets to his endings and his beginnings. That's not an issue for this person. But she does. She wishes he'd let go of the control a little bit, but he's not going to, because that's a part of his moves. That's a part of his playing field karmically. That will help him get into where he needs to go forward as far as the universe and karmic. Okay, let's say. He sees her as very stressed out. He does. As controlled as she's trying to be, and as much masculinity, that energy that she's surrounding herself in, and really just trying to do some inner work. He definitely feels like maybe she's a little stressed by doing it. He wants her to just find some peace because he doesn't see that on her. But he does feel like he can help her. So that's a part of his playing. That's where he's at. And that doesn't mean that that's a good, true intention. That doesn't mean that it's far-fetched or something that he's, being selfish about or anything like that. He just literally thinks that maybe his help will help her. Okay. Especially with this communication and just getting into a place where she feels content. He feels like she's less than content. Okay. She doesn't feel whole. But again, she's working on herself. So it doesn't fucking matter what he thinks. Sorry, I'm getting a little biased now. Men, honey. All right, let's find out how things are, how they are currently energetically. Judgment upright, death card that is upright, honey. Those are terrifying cards. Don't they look just scary? They're good and bad. They're all good and bad. They can all end up being good and bad, but I'm not being biased with the cards either, I swear it. Okay, so with this self-realization over on her end, that is how it is. Okay, so she is loving in good intentions, loving, being a loving energy, being a human being. She is doing that in good intentions. Okay, all her intentions, all of this is very much true. Yeah, and she's aware of the other person's motives. She's aware of that. That's not something that she's been trying to grasp or understand. Like, she fucking gets it. And as far as partnership flow, the reality of this partnership is it's a really good cooperate. There's a lot of cooperation in it. Okay. It's super aligned. I don't feel like anything's fucked up here, but she's on a redemption tour, if that makes sense. She's trying to redeem herself. She's trying to make us see her differently. This death upright is definitely indicating to me that this is an ending of a cycle. So it's confirming to me in the beginning kind of how I was vibing off of this. But yeah, he doesn't fear anything about her honesty. He doesn't fear any of it. Okay. And he's definitely not holding on to her past. And that's the reality of it. He's not judging her in that way at all. And he has no plans to. Because again, this guy just don't care. And it's not like he doesn't care like in a harsh, mean way. He's just a part of his pattern. That's, he's embracing her. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's a combined. They're a good duo, oddly, unless you add sex or love, like lust. I mean, they might fucking kill each other, but because they're powerful. They're both powerful. As long as they're manifesting and focusing in the right way, they're pretty powerful. Yeah, I'll get there. I can't rush the cards, okay? They're just coming out. It's just coming out. All right, let's find out a future action here. Star upright. We've got our Knight of Pentacles. So she's just going to keep working really hard, trying to be responsible, trying to get into a place, where her creativity can be respected. She can get into a place where it's a little more realistic. So she's in a place right now where it's not real life. And so this card really indicates and shows that too. So the reality of things is that it's not the reality of things until she's out of there. So yeah, that's that forward movement into it, she'll get into that place where she can get back to that reality, back to her stuff. See, I don't even watch this. Oh, I love when the cards tell me right. I do. I love when they're like, bam, bam, right there. I'm like, yes. Okay, I've got to take a drink. Okay. So, as far as forward movement for this man, he's definitely going to be in a place where he's inspired. So his future action is inspirational energy. So he's just going to be moving through just kind of how he usually does, but he's going to be inspired by this whole fucking thing. It's not just about the relationship, but whatever he was doing in this with this friendship or this relationship or whatnot is something he can take and he can move with and from it. Especially when the winner is announced. Yes, he's definitely in belief and he has optimism. He's positive. He's like, I got this shit, girl. Yes. He's looking things over, and that's just kind of that forward movement is kind of evaluating everything at his hands. Yes, he's a doctor. Good Lord. Of course he's a doctor. Yeah, that's why he don't give two shits. That's why he's like got this like it's kind of like a doctor energy. They like it's not that they don't care, it's just they can't and they know that and that's their job. That's what they're there for. All right. Let's find out a little bit here. We'll get into Rashami's career. Is that what you're wanting to find out here? All right. What kind of doctor is he? And he's in Big Boss? Like, what? If I was a doctor, I'd stay my ass a doctor. I would not get on TV. I wouldn't even be on here. I'd be like, I'm a doctor. I don't do this. I don't do that kind of thing. It's very bold. But again, that guy has the confidence of Neptune, yo. People doctor? I know that. Girl, what are you talking about? I know a people doctor. Like, is he a maternity doctor? A children pediatrician doctor? Is he a gynecologist? An eye doctor? Teeth doctor? Last one. All right. All righty. Why did that hide that? That's weird. It tried hiding your happy faces. That's so weird. Not what he says he's a doctor. I don't know if he is, but she. Oh, don't mind my stuff today. Sorry, I just flung on here. I was Christmas decorating. I'm decorating for the holidays, okay? Let me do one more. All right, 6 of Cups, that's upright. The Chariot is in reverse, darling. Okay. She's an overthinker. She's making me overthink. She's making me overthink my intuition. It's very strange because I usually don't anymore. She's very much an overthinker. Anyway. Okay, so in the past, kind of like looking back on things here, it's almost like she was definitely should have been simplifying things, but within her job, she was overthinking things and she was kind of like forcing some type of a commitment within the job, or there was a person that she was forcing a commitment with, or even a person that she could have been overthinking about even. Because that's why forward motion, future work, she's got a lot of hard work ahead of her. She's got a lot of work ahead of her. So she's got a lot of stability. She's got a lot of things that are going to be grounding her. And she's trying to be as passive as possible moving into forward work. She's trying to be, again, that Knight of Pentacles literally is showing back up for her. She's trying to really get into that space of her creativity, being realistic this time, really getting out of her head, hopefully, because she's very much in her head about this situation that had been a relationship, because that's Six of Cups to me. Any Cups card. There was like some unfairness. There was some unfairness about something here. Giving and taking in that relationship. Yeah, she's still looking that over, utilizing that to kind of push her forward into this place of hard work, responsibility, getting back into the nitty gritty of the job, the workforce, in a space where she can make her money and be stable. So she's not gonna fuck up. Yeah, she definitely doesn't have time for love. Again, that is being indicated here. She's not doing that right now. Or like new love, or like love around her job. Let's our next card. We've got our Wheel of Fortune that is upright, Eight of Wands that is upright. So there's definitely a new something ahead. So as long as she's not fearing change, she's not fearing something new and something beginning, she's definitely going to get into a place where something new is happening as far as her job. And I mean, money and financials are not going to be an issue. And, getting into that creativity and really getting into a space where you can change and push with that action, she's going to get into that. It's a positive energy here. But there is a romance on the way. Whether or not that is going to be someone that she's dealing with, or someone new, not quite sure yet. But there will be romance on the way, and that'll be really exciting. It's going to be very exciting for her. Maybe even moving or getting into a place where they move in together. But there will be forward motion in a relationship. This could be a fire sign, Leo in specific. Definitely a forever thing. That's a good Cups card. Good Cups card. Yep, Eight of Wands. Good Wands card. I don't think that she's going to be like having any time for overthinking, hopefully. Because that overthinking really fucks her up. She's got a fast loop going on in her head. And she usually has that fear of change, fear of moving forward, fear of action. But once you get into habits, you're like excited for the next day to get into that habit again and do your thing. And then the next day comes. So that all just kind of aligns and gets into your life. And that's where it's at. Let's get our last Ace of Cups. That is in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Girl. So I was talking about, I was talking about the relationship, but apparently this girl is going to get into a place where she's going to get into that place where she's overthinking. She's going to be trying to control the situation, especially in this new beginning. It's going to lack energy because this girl will be emotionally blocked because that is something that she do. Okay. And that will add a little bit of eagerness to the relationship. That'll add some fighting and clashing and, you name it. I mean, that's what she's going to be doing. She's just going to be giving it away like it's candy. You get yelled at over there, and I'm going to give you a good old shout out too. Overthinking, yes. She feels as if somebody might be a little careless with her heart. So whomever she ends up in this relationship with, whomever she's in a relationship with, whatever this is, this new exciting time comes along, and then all of a sudden she gets into a place where she's emotionally blocked, and then she starts placing the blame onto somebody else. So when she's doing that, she feels like they're being careless about her. Maybe too eager and don't care about how she thinks, and maybe she wants to slow down a little bit. But as far as change and stuff, she's definitely somebody who regresses that. She doesn't like to move that shit forward. It's terrifying. Whether she knows it or not, that's just what it is. If she doesn't want that shit, she don't want that shit. But that's the likely outcome of that. But yes, the work stuff is in good hands here. She's going to be getting into that work stuff, hard work. She's going to be doing some stuff, doing the stuff. It's going to be something that is going to be vital, and it's going to shake the universe for her with these major arcana. I really feel like after like 2 or 3 of them, it's a huge pivotal moment in your life. It's something that will change your fucking life forever. She's going to do it. She'll get into a place where she's changing it. But in that new beginning, in that newness, she's not going to give it long before she starts fucking headbutting with her loved one. All right. That is about it for Rashami and Umar. I do think that they would be a cute couple, but it's just not in it. That's not in the cards for them. They're just jamming out, being partners, kind of winning that. I feel like they're winning the game, Big Boss. Is that a game? How do you win? Is it whoever can be irritated the longest? Is that how this show works? I think we have like a big boss here, or what? Big Brother. Ours is called Big Brother, I think. But we get people from different countries in ours too. And I think there's an England one also, from what I remember. All right. I will be back with our next reading. I have another request, so I will be popping back up here shortly. Other than that, I hope, yes. I hope that you all have a really good day. Don't forget to hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot, and also click that bell so you don't miss any of my notifications. And share, like, and follow on all your social media. Other than that, have a beautiful first day of December. See you later.